Hello, hello, hello again. This is Say-La-Vee, and we are back here on the channel with a new series. We are going to be playing All the Mods 9. All the Mods 6 is a little outdated and is getting to a point where it's a little frustrating, so I've taken a step back from there, and I have been away from uploading for almost a year now, so I'm very happy to get back into playing a game and recording it for you guys here on YouTube. So, what are we going to be doing with this playthrough? We are going to be trying to achieve the All the Mods star, and then from there we will see what happens. But just like All the Mods 6, I'm going to try and upload regularly now that we are back in the swing of things. We've moved, I've gotten married, life has been a lot recently, and I'm finally at a point where I can get back into making some content. So let's make a new world. Let's go ahead and jump into the world creation together, because I would like to show you, 1, the seed, and 2, what we do for settings. So we will be playing with cities. Not very many of them, but we will be playing with cities because I find that if that mod is in the game, we should be able to use it. So let's name it. Let's play this game 2025. Allow cheats on, because you know how modded Minecraft is. Going to more, going to cities, turning on rare cities, and hitting done. And now we should be good to create our world. So, like I said before, we are going to be trying to achieve the All the Mods star. That is going to require quite a lot of work. It is going to require quite a lot of dedication and automation and pronunciation. I don't know. But I think that it's going to be a fun adventure. So once this world loads in, we will jump right into the start of All the Mods 9. All right, so here we are in a nice little world. It looks like our map is slowly... I played a world with this same name before in a test, which I guess I didn't realize. Let's delete the map. Let's let it reload. All right. So, I actually really like this spawn. Sheep! Immediately. Spawn. I always set my spawn to 255, 255, 255. White, in other words. So, we will take in the scenery real quick here. So, we're standing in a rocky shrubland. It looks like over there we've got an Ars Nouveau forest, if I'm not mistaken. We are going to have to go in here and remove that and that, because that's from the old world. There's a butterfly. How wonderful. Immediately, right off the bat, we can tell that this is so much more beautiful of a game now that we have shaders. Speaking of beautiful, I would like to say that the computer has received some updates. We are playing in 2K now, I do believe. I upgraded my setup, so I have a 49-inch curved monitor, but instead of recording in ultra-wide, I brought it back down to the 16:9 ratio so you guys can watch without any impediment here on YouTube. So, where are we going to go first? It looks like I want to go over here. I really do like the color of the grass in the Ars Nouveau biome. So I want to head that direction. Something that I would like to do before we get too far into the game, though, is I would like to go in here, create a party, and then I would like to go to the FTB Chunks Claim Manager, and we are going to increase these numbers. This is a single-player world, so I'm not having it open in a server or anything, so I don't like having the limited force claiming chunks. So if we go here to / and then FTB chunks, admin, extra claim chunks. For Say-La-Vee, we are going to add 500 to make it 1,000. And now we are going to go back here to extra force load chunks. Say-La-Vee, add. We're going to add 975. That's going to bring it up to 1,000. So if we go here, we've got 1,000 and 1,000. So we are set chunk loading wise. I don't think there's any like chunk load mod in the pack. Oh, a spawner already. Do we want to loot it? What kind of spawner is it? It's a zombie spawner. I say we loot this, but that means we need wood and a pickaxe. So let's gather ourselves. Let's punch down our first tree. Okay, got that. Punch down our second tree, which of course is just a singular log because we're in a shrubland. Punch down our third tree. Turn all that into those. Build ourselves a crafting table. Turn those twigs into sticks. Get ourselves a crafting table on a stick. Put it in here. And now, of course, Control E is what I have it set to. We can open up this. Get ourselves a nice little wooden pickaxe. I lost where that was already. It's over here. So let's go over here. We'll break this spawner because all we need is a wooden pickaxe for that. So now we get 2 broken spawners, 1 spawner scrap, and 4 spirit orbs. I guess I'm not sure what spirit orbs are for. And a loot chest. We immediately start with a Curse of Vanishing Diamond Axe. That I can't say is the most useful thing I've ever seen. But some nice goodies right here off the bat. So, let's break this chest, because it is coming with us. I am going to find us a nice little base location, I think. Probably just going to wander for a while until I find something that looks interesting or that jumps out at me. I don't like the lavender forest because there's just too much going on there. Too much lavender, you know? This is just a regular vanilla forest. I bet good, like, vanilla mobs spawn here. Because, oh yeah, that's a chicken, baby. Alright. Scrap everything that I just said. We're going to go live next to these chickens for a little while. Because we're going to use them pretty soon here. Because obviously, we're going to want to jump into a mob farm at some point. And in order to do that, we need chickens to lay eggs. So we can turn them into delightful dirt and dreadful dirt. You know how the mob spawning utils goes. I think we used a different mod for the mob farms in All the Mod 6. I can't remember if we used dreadful dirt or not. I believe we did. So that shouldn't be too foreign to us. Is this a rubber tree? It is a rubber tree. I don't think we're going to be playing with Greg Tech. I just feel like modded Minecraft is hard. And I feel like playing with Greg Tech is only going to make it harder. And I'm not super interested in that. However, if once we get the All the Mod star, we find ourselves wanting to continue on this world, I will consider diving into Greg Tech to see if we can't get the Greg star. Because I do believe that's a thing in this pack. Let's break this so these leaves go away. Perfect, perfect. All right. Grab that twig off the ground. We can make some sticks. Break this grass. Get some seeds, of course. We definitely don't... Oh, those are demon seeds, I think. Yeah, demon dream seeds. Nice. All right, so. Chest. Haha. We are going to immediately do this and craft 4 more chests. Doot, doot, doot. And then we will go like that. And now we need to make an actual crafting table that we can put down right there. In here in this chest, we're going to place our valuable items. I feel like a bucket is a valuable item. Over here, we can put some seeds and some food. Not the twigs. Those are probably a valuable item because they can turn into sticks. Put the logs away. Hi, chicken. I thought this shadow was that chicken. I was like, why is it getting bigger? Put the stick away. Up here, we'll put just our random junk for now. I don't know how much we're going to use this sticky resin, considering we're not going to be jumping into Greg Tech, but we'll hold on to it anyway. So, I feel like now the most important thing is going down underground and collecting some initial resources. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and I'll bring you back if we find anything super interesting. If not, then I will meet you back here, and I'll show you our little haul that we collect. All right, we are back up here above ground. I did not find much of anything at all, unfortunately. We did find some iron, we did find some copper, and we did find some zinc. We found a little cave down there that had some magma blocks and blackstone, so that was pretty neat. But there wasn't much in it, and it didn't connect to anything else. The most exciting part is that I found out that right beneath us is an andesite caves. And andesite is one of my favorite vanilla blocks, so we're probably going to be building with andesite here in the future. So don't be surprised if we do. I also noticed that if we open up our map, there's a city right over here, which is quite interesting. Looks like there's a village back over behind spawn that we didn't go to, or a mine colony's building or something. But it is good to know. It looks like one of the Blue Skies buildings. Here's obviously our Ars Nouveau forest that's got a little tendril that kind of reaches out over here. This is honestly a really good spawn and a really good world that I've seen so far. Obviously, we haven't seen very much of it, other than the caving, of course. But yeah, I like this little area that we've settled on for right now. I will plan on probably making multiple bases because I like to. I don't know why. But let's go ahead and collect some quest items. So we'll get our first little bit of food here, thankfully. We'll get some random lapis ore. We'll get some experience. We'll get some experience. We'll get some experience with an iron upgrade and some torches. We will get some experience. And then, of course, we got that iron upgrade so for free. So that's going to give us... Awesome. Look at all the stuff that we just completed. We even got our iron furnace up and going. So we'll place the furnace down. Basic to iron upgrade. Can I put it on this chest right here? I sure can. All right. Awesome. So we're going to put our food in our last slot and our torches right next to that. We're going to eat up some food so we're at full hunger. There is the mod in here that's going to add our hearts based off what we eat, so we should probably go out of our way and actually collect some different things to eat and not just eat the same thing all the time. But that all being said, I'm going to start working on... We got this iron for free, so we might as well do this and get ourselves an iron pickaxe. We need to make ourselves just a vanilla furnace to get that quest. So let's do that. Let's go in here and collect this. We have iron. We don't have any copper, so let's do 3 of those and 2 planks. Smelt that down so we properly use our fuel. Iron wand we'll throw up there for now. It's a very useful item, but we're not going to be using it just yet. We'll collect our 1 copper ingot to collect this. Got some slime balls, that's nice. Got some experience, and some gold, that's nice. And now that we have access to it, we are going to complete the Silent Gear quest by making ourselves a Silent Gear iron pickaxe, which means that we can repair it using repair kits from the mod. So if we open up here, I think we played with Silent Gear a little bit, but if we go to @silent, if I could spell, we can use these repair kits to repair this tool instead of needing an anvil, and it won't break when it hits 0 durability like these stone pickaxes have been. So we will finish off this stone pickaxe, switch over to using our iron pickaxe, we should probably start looking at, if we go down here and search repair kit, in order to make a repair kit, we need some template boards, some stone, and a stick. That will give us the very basic means of repairing our tool, and then from there we'll probably jump straight to the sturdy once we get our first diamond. So we should probably go ahead and get that cooking. In order to make these template boards, we need any log and a piece of flint. So let's go down to the bottom here. Hope that there's some gravel, which there is. Get 64 gravel. I hate ruining the bed of the rivers like this, but I don't care. We need the flint. We need the flint. Alright. Let's come in here. We'll do 6. You know what? We've got 7 flint. Let's just do all 7. Boom. We've got some template boards. Greg Tech, we've got some things that we can collect for being in the overworld. Steam Age, we collected rubber, so we can start that. Up here in Tips and Tricks, we got a building wand for free, so we can collect that. We've started all the modium, which means that we get that. We will put the saplings away. We will put the pebbles and that away. We will put the book away, put the gravel and the template boards in there. So we need a stick, a log, and 5 of those to do... No, it's a piece of stone. Can I do it with... That's gravel. I want andesite. Can I do it with andesite? I can't remember if that's considered stone or if that's... It is! Awesome! So we got ourselves a repair kit. Let's take the 6 iron that we have and condense that into our repair kit. So now we have a way to repair our iron pickaxe once it starts getting lower on durability. Next, let's go ahead and look at the beginning chapter and see what we have in store for us. So obviously there's ore doubling using the ore hammer. So we should probably start cooking some coal. There's some coal over there that I'll go collect here in just a second. But yeah, I'm going to continue the grind for some early game resources and bring you back when something substantial is either happening, about to happen, or is going to happen. So I'll see you then. Our first redstone. 8 blocks of it. Let's see how much we get. 35. Nice. Alright, so we're back here. I just wanted to show you the spoils that I have managed to gather in my little bit of mining. Haven't gotten a whole lot, but we are working on making some copper so we can step into the world of ore doubling. Then we can double this gold and this iron that we collected. This should be, right there, a full stack of items, which would be 1 raw copper hammer, or 1 copper hammer. So let's go in here, we'll collect the rewards from the quest that we've gotten, which oak logs isn't a bad reward, I suppose. Sort our inventory. Now, all we need to do is find diamonds. So once this is all done and I get some ore doubling going and I get this ready to be upgraded, or once I get the ore hammer so we can start doubling our ores, we'll upgrade our furnace to gold more than likely. I will start some smelting and then I'll go back underground. Welcome back, welcome back. We are here on a little andesite platform that I decided to dig and put in the ground for some reason. And also, when I was underground, we managed to find a little campsite thing. It's got the loot chest in it. I should have brought you back for it, but it got blown up by a trapped chest. However, in the other chest that did not blow up, next to it, there was a bed, and there was also a backpack. So we now have, in our curio slot for back, we have a regular tier backpack. We also found a cartographer table, which I figured we'd just set up instead of shoving it in a chest. We found no plants, but we found some more magma blocks. We've got all the polished andesite that I crafted in there. We found more redstone down at the bottom. We smelted up our gold. We've got some more raw resources over here. We are doing okay for the moment. However, we have lots of quests to complete, so I figured I'd bring you guys back in for that. We got some essence from killing something. A wind generator. That's awesome. That gave us a pickaxe by the looks of it, a speed augment, Bounty board. We killed the wandering trader, so we'll collect our thing there. We got one of those from a reward, so we'll collect that one. We got a backpack from a loot chest. We got a lead from killing the guy. We got essence, so we'll grab the book. And we got prosperity shards from underground. Mechanism, we got our first osmium ore, so we'll get some more osmium ore like that. Power, we found some uranite, so we'll get the book and the wrench for that mod. Forbidden and Arcanus, we found some darkstone, so we got that. I collected some crystals, so we got that. Spawner scrap, of course. Occultism, we found ourselves some demon seeds, so we'll collect that. And that is good and well. Entity tools. This is something that I remember reading, but I don't actually remember. I don't think I've ever done anything with that. That's actually pretty cheap. Transport mobs. That's pretty good. Alright, we'll put the Sword of Alfred GG there. Come over here. I'm probably not going to put the speed augment in that. We got 2 pickaxes, actually. Put that in our backpack. Put the books away. The raw osmium in there. Put the resources away. We got cooked pork chops. That's pretty good. Collect this iron. Iron can be used for a whole suite of things, but for now it's going to be used to make an iron upgrade for our furnace. And now we need 9 and then 7, so 16 plus an iron. So we build a block. Boom, golden furnace. So that is going to be that much quicker. Let's do this, make a stack of tiny coal. Cook up some iron. And we are looking good. Place down our wind generator. We're only getting 32 FE per tick. But that's fine. But yeah, I just wanted to bring you guys back in and show you what resources I have collected and the little platform that I built. Show you that we got ourselves a backpack. All those good things. So I will bring you guys back once I have a little bit more direction and a little bit more resources. Diamonds. Alright, so now that we have diamonds, I do think, and some redstone, I do think that it is time to dive into a little bit of an interesting power situation. So we've got this wind generator for free, producing 32 FE per tick. I feel like we should be using that power for something good. So my initial thought is that we jump into, let's collect these resources in case we get anything good out of them. A stack upgrade. It's pretty good. So now we can hold 2 stacks of things in our backpack. So my initial thought is that we fill back up our thing here. That's full now. Our initial thought is to get into the power mod. So in order to do that, we need the dielectric casings and the dielectric paste. So if we get this 3 coal that we have, which is literally all the coal we have, and 2 clay, we can come over here and make 24 dielectric paste. Of course, these buckets that I crafted came in useful for the lava. We need 6 iron to make some iron bars. And then we do this, make 8 of those, and then we do this, make 8 of those. And to make the casing, we need 4 more iron. So we'll do that. That will complete this quest, and that gives us access to this whole section down here. So in order to get access to this top line, we are going to need to use or craft some of these. So let's open back up this quest, click A on that, boom. We need ourselves 9 redstone. and 4 iron. We'll spread that out. And then do that. That's going to create 4. One of those turns into 2 tiny ones. And boom, we have access to the top row. So now what I want to do is get ourselves a battery. Because with a battery, we'll have 1 million RF in our inventory at any given time. And that is going to help charge, you guessed it, early game flight. We're going to make ourselves a jetpack. Can't place those down without energy cables, so we'll throw those up in there. So how do we make... We go here and do at power. How do we make ourselves a battery? We need 4 basic capacitors, a block of redstone. So we'll get 18 redstone. Four iron to make 1 set of capacitors. And then we'll need 4 dielectric paste, which is fine. So we'll do that, put that in there, balance the grid, do that, surround it with iron, splash some dielectric paste on either end. We'll do that, and then finally we need 4 more dielectric paste. Boom, we have ourselves a battery. Let's throw it in there. This is going to charge up. While this is charging, we will go ahead and get started working on... Obviously, a Furnator is going to start off this quest line. We can also do the augment generator for one of our furnaces over there. What is the other option that we have? A coal generator. How about we do that? Let's make ourselves a coal generator. So we need 2 lapis, 1 gold ingot to make 9 golden nuggets. We need 4 iron. Do that. Do that. Get ourselves a machine frame. And now, I believe, all we need is 2 redstone torches. And 6 coal. Or 6 charcoal. Okay. Crafting that up. Throw all this away. Ooh, we actually got more of that. So we might be able to make... Nice. Okay. We're not going to worry about that just yet. I'll bring you back when this is ready. Now we just click up here. Boom, coal generator. Ooh, a flawless budding quartz. That is a really, really good reward. Let's go ahead and put this right. Nope, I didn't want to do that. Whatever. Now we'll get 5 quartz growing out of that, and then that will start us down the path of applied energistics, which is going to be very exciting. So, coal generator. Let's go ahead and put that over here. We might as well fill that up. That's producing 60 FE per tick instead. So, once this fills, we'll have 1 million FE on backlog. But I would like to make a jetpack. And I know it's very early on, but don't see why we wouldn't be able to do this. So, in order to make jetpack, we need some of these basic coils, which I know from experience, we need 11 of them. We've only got the iron to make 9 right now. Let's cook up. let's do that. That will make us 2 more, which will be enough for that. In order to make this, we need one of these, which is an iron backpack, or an iron nugget, which we'll be able to craft. Get some iron nuggets. Was it 3 leather? And we have 2. So we need to get 1 more piece of leather. Which leather can be crafted using this. Blast it, you can turn it into tallow. A drying basin, you can dry it into leather. How do you make a drying basin? 2 iron, some logs, and black dye. Let's make 2 more of these. That's the 11 of those that we need. That makes planks, takes planks. Let's get 8 of those. Make some of those. Need 5 batteries. Craft 1 of those. We need 2 furnaces, which is 16 cobblestone. Two of those. We have everything but the 1 leather. So if we kill ourselves a squid, he did not drop an ink sac. He dropped 6 ink sacs. Holy. Or maybe the other one did drop an ink sac and I was just blind. Okay, let's come over here. Get 2 of those. 4 planks. Oh, is it logs? Yeah, it's logs, isn't it? We knew that. We just looked at the recipe. Boom. Drying basin. No, wrong thing. That one. In 5 seconds, we will have leather. Now, we can go here. Craft that. Craft ourselves a wooden jetpack. Clear that out. And boom. An upgrade base, we will take it. Put that away, put that away. Put that all away. Go in here and fill that up. Put the battery in there. Our body slot can hold our jetpack. So now, already, episode 1, we have a jetpack. Guys, thank you so much for coming to hang out on episode 1 here. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like. If you disliked it, go ahead and drop a dislike. I don't mind. If there's anything that you want to say to me or the other people at YouTube, you can put that down in the comments below. But this has been Say-La-Vee, and I would like to wish you a good night, or good morning, or good evening, or good afternoon, or whatever it is for you. Just have a good day. And bye-bye.